What's up? What's up? What's up, people? It's your boy, Jermaine McCrimmon from Humanity Unplugged podcast. We here once and again, one more and again, and we proud to be here. Pretty busy week last week. We were able to fit it in this week as well. And again, we give high and praise to the Most High, who give us the energy, the wisdom, and knowledge, the health, to do it one more time. First off, I'd like to give a thanks to everyone in social media who's just staying in tune, showing us a lot of love. We really appreciate it. We thank you guys for doing that. We on Facebook, social media platform. We on Instagram, that platform, Twitter. We on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. I have my own personal page, Jermaine McCrimmon, on Facebook. A lot of videos there. We'd like to thank you guys for checking us out over there. Come on over. Join us on all the other platforms as we keep giving out this work. Today's episode is the 27th episode, and I'm not happy about sharing this episode with you guys because it's nothing but tragedy. And it's sad, but this is what goes on, you know. When it rains, it pours. We have three plane crashes. Three crashes. We have one helicopter, two plane crashes. Also, we have an earthquake that hit in California today. For you guys listening on the podcast, we'll be a day behind. You'll get it Thursday morning. Actually, I'm sorry, Tuesday morning. Today is Monday, and we'd like to share with you guys the information we got. We're going to get right into it. I'm not doing much talking today because it's things you need to listen to, what's going on in the world. Again, we like to thank all our listeners for just being there, rocking with us. It's a privilege to have people listen. You know, sometimes when you're doing these podcasts, you don't know how it's going to be receptive to the media, to people in general, and it's a positive income. A positive look, as I would say. It's no income, really. I'm just doing this because I love to do it. If it comes with income. If it don't, I'm still doing it. This is what I like to do. I like to give out information and share with you. So here we go. We're going to talk about a few things in this episode, like I said before. So I hope you guys enjoy. The first thing we're going to talk about, this one's going to cover probably two of them because it's very important we talk about this. Here we go, people.
Well, my name is Todd Inman. We had an NTSB GO team that arrived in Albany, New York last night. We're beginning the investigation into a fatal crash involving a Mitsubishi MU-2B 40 aircraft in the area. Now, before I go any further, on behalf of everyone at the NTSB, I want to express our sincere condolences for the families, the survivors, the families, and everyone who knew someone that perished in this accident. We're truly sorry. On April 12th, at approximately 12:06 Eastern Daylight Time, a Mitsubishi MU-2B 40 with tail number November 635 Tango Alpha crashed 10 miles from the Columbia County Airport. This occurred near State Route 23 and Two Town Road. The flight was being operated as a Part 91 flight. The aircraft had departed Westchester County Airport, airport code HPN, when a crash occurred in what we would call a flat agricultural field.
People, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. This is two crashes in 1 week. Like we had one on the 10th, and now we have one on the 12th. You know, it's ironic this is happening and people's lives are just being lost. I don't know. It's helicopters, it's planes, it's everything in the air is going down.
The NTSB does not release information in regard to anyone who may be a victim of any of these accidents. That will be solely left to the county coroner's office. We will not release that in any way, shape, or form. So the question was again about the number of people or fatalities. I can tell you that we have verified there were 6 people on board. I can say that all 6 were removed from the scene. We have no one hospitalized at this time. Any other questions regarding that? I would, again, local authorities and the county coroner. The scene is approximately 100 yards in length, with the aircraft being compressed, buckled, and embedded into the terrain.
Now, guys, if you don't know what that means, compressed and buckled into the terrain, that means it had a hard descent. It crashed at a high rate of speed. He's going to let you know that, but that means that thing was moving, crashing, coming down hard. Could you imagine that? You in a plane and you seeing your life come to an end? Lord have mercy. What would you say? Who are you praying to? I mean, it's so scared and sad that you can see that, witness that. Just like when Kobe and his daughter died not too many years ago, it just came coming down, just crashing down. You have no time to do nothing. They were in a helicopter, but still, it's the same thing. It's just so sad. What a way to go.
Now we have recovered and obtained at this point a video of the actual crash in the final seconds. The video, as we've seen in just in the last hour, we were able to retain a higher quality version, appears to show that the aircraft was intact and crashed at a high rate of descent into the ground.
During the approach at Columbia County Airport, the pilot reported a missed approach. He requested vectors for another approach, and as he is being vectored, the radar indicated a low altitude alert.
So, guys, if you don't know, the vector just means they had him circled. And when he circled, he was really low. That's what the guy is saying. That's what the NTSB spokesperson is talking about.
The ATC controller attempted to relay this low altitude alert to the pilot and also tried to contact him 3 additional times. Unfortunately, he was unsuccessful. There was no response from the pilot and there was no distress call.
I can tell you that this plane was sold approximately a year ago, and based upon the information and the visuals we've seen, it had a very upgraded what we call avionics package. Compared to the original manufacturer, the avionics package, which would be the cockpit, so to speak, is more advanced. It has a lot of newer technology, and there are certain items inside of the cockpit that have what we call volatile memory, which we have now secured and we will be using for lab testing and to provide further information regarding the crash.
Now, guys, this happened out of Catskills. It's sad, but in other words, this plane was refurbished on the inside, had all updates on electronics and things as such, altitude gear to make sure the plane is going to fly the way it needs to fly. Recently sold a year ago, so everything was fine until now. What a way to find out something might have went wrong with the plane, electronics and things inside the cockpit.
We do know there was snow on the ground at the time that it occurred. Of course, a lot of that snow is gone now. So it will be one factor we'll look at along with many others. We have talked to some of the family members. This was a family along with some partners of some of the family members that were on board. They had relatives that were in the area, so they were attempting to land at the Columbia Airport. They were coming in for a holiday celebration with family.
Well, guys, there's not much to say with that. They came into the Catskills to hang out with family for an event, a celebration, and now that turned into sadness. And now it's a funeral for 6 people. You know, I can only say to everyone, make sure you reach out to your loved ones you haven't spoke to in a while. Tell them that you love them and you care about them. Tell them that you miss them. Tell them all the things that you might have forgotten to say on a daily when you do speak to them, because you never know when their last time is here. So it's pretty sad. The next video I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna let you listen to. Actually, it's a good one. It's about the helicopter that crashed in New York. And on the end of that, it tells you also about the plane that crashed in Boca Raton, Florida. 3 people died there. 6 people died in the plane crash in the Hudson River. Here we go.
Separate air disasters. A small plane crash in Florida Friday, killing 3 people near a major highway. But first, the investigation into that tragic helicopter crash in New York's Hudson River. ABC's Ike Ajachi joins us now with the latest. Ike, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. We're now seeing a brand new angle of this horrific incident that claimed the lives of 6 people. And we warn you, what you're about to see could be disturbing to watch. This morning, we're getting a new look showing the terrifying moments before that sightseeing helicopter crashed into the Hudson River between New York and New Jersey Thursday, killing 6 people, including 3 children.
Be advised, we got reports, multiple calls for an aircraft down.
Investigators say the Bell 206 aircraft departed from downtown Manhattan just before 3 p.m., heading to the George Washington Bridge before turning back south along the New Jersey side of the river.
Guys, some more detailed information about this helicopter for you to know. The blades of this helicopter came off. The video shows this. If you check us out on YouTube, you check it out that I have it up on the video, on the podcast, state on the social media platform there. In this episode 27, you can literally see the blades come off of the helicopter. It is just a shell falling into the Hudson River, full force, full speed, just falling, crashing down at a high rate of speed. These people that was inside of this helicopter had no chance of landing safely or crash land decent. It's going to fall where it's going to fall. And could you imagine being in the air that high in the air and fall and hit hard water like that in the Hudson River?
In this video obtained by ABC News, you can see the chopper flying behind the high-rise. Then watch as it appears to turn to its right before disintegrating midair. Pieces of the tail rotor flying off, the main rotor spinning away from the helicopter body as the cabin perilously plunges into the Hudson River, crashing upside down. Federal investigators now conducting a wreckage exam on the engine and other components that have been found.
Hudson River is a very, very tough place to dive. So we're dealing with the expertise of the NYPD. They're going to make sure it's done safely, and we're going to recover what's down there.
Dive teams still recovering parts and pieces scattered all over the rocky terrain of the Hudson, even using sonar in areas 75 feet deep. ABC's Aaron Katursky was there.
Apparent pieces of the helicopter are still floating here in the Hudson River. We can see writing on what may be part of the fuselage, along with cushions from the helicopter's seats.
The 17-minute flight ending in a horrific tragedy for the family of 5 from Spain that was on board. Augustine Escobar and his wife Mercy, both executives at global tech company Siemens, along with their 3 children, ages 4, 8, and 10. Friday would have been the middle child's 9th birthday. The pilot, 36-year-old Sean Johnson, a Navy veteran, posted this video on Facebook 2 weeks ago, showing himself flying over Manhattan.
He's just super good dude. Just 100% friendly. Not a bad bone, you know. It's always good ones.
The touring company releasing a statement saying New York Helicopter Tours is profoundly saddened by the tragic accident and loss of life. Our immediate focus is supporting the families and their loved ones affected by this tragedy, as well as fully cooperating with the FAA and NTSB investigations. The NTSB will continue to investigate this crash as more pieces are collected from the river's floor bed. They're also trying to determine the cause of this crash, even looking into reports of a large flock of birds in the area before the crash.
It really is such a tragedy. And Ike, you're also learning more information about another small plane crash near I-95 in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. The NTSB is investigating a small plane crash in Boca Raton, Florida, Friday that ended up claiming the lives of 3 people on board. There was also one man in a car nearby who suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Now, the small Cessna departed Boca Raton Airport around 10:15 in the morning and was on its way to Tallahassee International. It was in the air for about 10 minutes before investigators say it suffered a mechanical issue before crashing. The plane repeatedly circled near the Boca Raton Airport, flight radar showing its path in the air just 20 minutes before crashing just shy of the runway. This incident will remain under investigation.
So now we have two aircrafts that crashed. A total of 3, to be real with you guys, 2 in New York, or in New York State, and then 1 in Florida, and lives lost on every occasion. My prayers go out to the family, goes out to everyone who's suffering from this, because, you know, life loss is nothing to laugh about. It's serious. And, you know, to think that the three kids that died in the New York helicopter crash. Now, my look at it and my opinion of this, I'm gonna tell you guys what I know from just being observant of situations. When you watch the video, the helicopter blades came off. I don't know what bird you got to hit to knock the blades off a helicopter. The blades are screwed in. These things are anchored in. So the blades came off, not just the rear, you know, 2 different sets of blades came off. This was a shell crashing down with no blades. We got to look into that. We got to look deep into that. This next one I want to talk about, it's about, you know, earthquakes that hit San Diego and shakes up Southern California. This is not a laughing matter. This is another tragedy. You know, somebody could have got severely hurt with this. And, you know, as we look into this, you know, what can you do? Earthquakes are unpredictable, but it is a part of our life. So let's check it out.
News right now out of Southern California. Preliminary indications show a 6.0 earthquake in the San Diego area. I do want to put up just a post right now from Alex Michelson talking about this. San Diego County experiences an estimated 6.0 earthquake. The warning app alerted residents throughout the region. Did you feel it where you are? So, of course, our Fox 11 team also diving into the latest with what's going on there. I do want to put up just this, a live picture out of San Diego as we're following the latest, and it's sometimes a somewhat frequent occurrence there in Southern California. This courtesy of our EarthCam partners there in San Diego of the water. But just preliminary information right now, as it was just about 12 hours ago or so, a 3.5 magnitude earthquake hit the similar region about half a mile south of Julian there in that area. So not a ton of information right now about this. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, about a 6.5 magnitude earthquake felt across Southern California. You might hear and feel some of the ripple effects of it a little further north in Los Angeles. But we just wanted to bring you that update here. We'll bring you any preliminary information on it. The 6.0 magnitude, obviously bigger than the one last night, 12 hours ago, but not necessarily the biggest we've seen here on Live Now from Fox in that region, but certainly something that they keep an eye on and are aware of in a big way at the USGS, but also in Southern California. Also a post right now from Matthew Capucci talking about this magnitude of 5.2 just hit northeast of San Diego in Southern California as some of these registers come in. We heard preliminary 6.0, 5.2. The quake featured some slide there. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, saying he's being briefed on the earthquake in San Diego. The state is coordinating with local authorities to assess any damage and if emergency response is needed. So we're all getting this in real time. People in Southern California feeling it as they go, but they were just kind of monitoring it. 6.0, 5.2, the preliminary numbers right now. Our Fox 11 crew is on the air, but they're not detailing it in full. So they're still trying to gather all the facts. We also are seeing more information from the USGS, the Geological Survey there, talking about this.
So guys, this earthquake, my resources tell me and inform me that it was two of them actually that hit today actually in California. So this is a Monday, and allegedly two of them hit, and that, you know, no real damage, no one got hurt that I know of yet. But if I do hear anything, I will get back to you on that, let you know what took place, if any damage, what's the cost, lives lost. Guys, it's Monday. When you hear this, it'll be Tuesday. Have a great morning for Tuesday morning. I love all of you guys. Take it easy. This is not a long one today. It's just so sad, you know. This is like a Black Monday, you know, to have to say all this to you for you guys to get it on a Tuesday, you know. So from all of my people to your people, everyone stay strong. Keep your head up. It will get better. We can fight through it. We can get through it. I will be reporting some good news, hopefully. As I get it, you get it. And I'm your host, Jermaine McCrimmon from Humanity Unplugged podcast. Peace.